What's going on, guys? The AM Shooter. Figured I'd knock out this video today too, since I do have the time. This is gonna be about the boom PSA, the poor man's Glock. That's what it is. Super cheap, super affordable. Anybody can get it, and that's what I really love about this company. They allow everybody to come in at no matter the price range, which is freaking awesome. Everybody deserves to have a weapon in their hands, especially for self-defense. So this will be the video about the update on the Dagger in its current configuration. Everything's out, nothing in here, empty. It's gonna have the stock slide on it, the Viridian RFX 35, which is another green dot. Oh, super dim. Bam, there it is. Another green dot sight. I do prefer the green colors. They're easier for me to pick up in my eyes, and they don't seem to like star as much. I do have an astigmatism, so this kind of helps me pick it up at least. I can't promise I'll do that for everybody, but this is one of those guns where I enjoy shooting it. I always love going to the range. I always love taking it out with me, having fun with it. This is going to be, I'm actually missing the back plate for it. This is going to be the slide that has the ported barrel and ported slide. There's no dot on it right now. What I had on it before was the Viridian, but this will just be the update, and I'll be teaching you guys kind of how to throw it on a Gen 5 frame like I have for my Glock 45 or my Glock 19, and inevitably why I took it off of there and why I don't constantly carry this gun anymore, and why I actually just went back to my Gen 5 Glocks. Alright guys, so as you can see again, this is the stock slide on it, the OEM slide that it comes with. Like I was telling you guys earlier, I really do love this gun. I love shooting it, I love taking it to the range. It's a really fun gun, super good ergonomics, very easy to control, very easy to shoot. Great for someone to learn on, because you know, it's in reality it's just a 19 with better grips or better ergos. This is going to be that ported slide and barrel. I did have this on my G19 frame. I think I had it on my 45 frame as well. The reason why I took it off is because on the Gen 5s, as you guys know, the slide catch is on both sides, right? It's ambidextrous, so it's on both sides. With the Gen 3 slide, it only having that one notch to catch right on the front here, when I would be at the range, a quarter of the times it would catch, the other times it wouldn't. Now, granted, some of that's my fault. I have a really high grip when I grip guns, and I usually ride the catch. However, there were times where I would make sure that I wasn't, and the slide would catch for a second, and then slide right back out. And I'm assuming it was just because on the Gen 5, since it doesn't have the, or the Gen 3, since it doesn't have the other side to catch, it wouldn't catch completely on the left side of the gun, and it would just slide forward. So that's one reason why I took it off of there. But again, I loved it. It was great on there. It shoots super, super flat. It was freaking awesome. I loved shooting it when I went to the range with it. So yeah. Now, the other big thing for me with the Dagger is, or Gen 3s in general, I should say, is the mag catch. I can't stand this mag catch, mag release, whatever you want to call it. I despise it. I hate that I have to completely break my grip and angle it to push this out. 1, 2, this thing is super stiff, and it has been no matter how much I shoot it, no matter how much I break it in. I've got at least over 500 rounds in this gun, easy. Because like I said, I really enjoy it. I just despise this mag release and having to break my grip like that. Gen 5s, I don't have to do that. I can simply just boom, mag's falling out, flick it, whatever I gotta do. Now, if you guys want the same build that I had before in one of my shorts, where it was this slide on a Gen 5 frame, or even a Gen 4 frame for that matter, is very simple. All you have to do is take the back plate off of the palmetto slide. You're gonna take your Gen 5 slide, take the back plate off of that one as well. You're gonna put your Gen 5's back plate on the Gen 3 slide, okay? Boom, it's gonna slide right on, no problems. Now, you're gonna have a tiny little gap between the frame of the gun on the Gen 5s, right here. There's gonna be a gap because the Gen 3 has a smaller spring. So it doesn't have the dual capture spring, it has a single. So there's gonna be a small gap between the slide and the frame. With that said, you can run the gun like that and there's no problems. I never ran into any at all the way that I was running it. Some people say there's a lot of frame flex, which makes sense with that gap there, a big explosion going off, the flame's gonna flex obviously more, right? So what I decided to do was I went to Strike Industries and I actually purchased their slide adapter plate, okay? I will show you guys the actual plate. I can't find it anywhere though, which kind of sucks because that was like 40 bucks out the drain. But I actually went, bought their slide adapter. You just plug it in here, put the spring back on, boom, everything fits perfect. One thing about having a Gen 3 without that adapter plate is if it's on the Gen 5 frame, every time you go to take the slide off, your spring is gonna fall out. No matter what you do, no matter how hard you try to seat it, it doesn't matter. If that adapter plate isn't there, that's falling out, right? But if you do get the adapter, there's no more frame flex, and your spring is not gonna fall out, okay? I recommend that to everybody if they're trying to go cheap and you don't want to buy a new MOS or an MOS slide or anything like that, because MOS slides are pretty pricey. You can get them for like $360. I think off of Black Phoenix Customs they have them. Palmetto slides are fantastic. They already come cut for RMR, Doctor, whatever you need. They pretty much have it, all the common stuff. And I see no issues with any of their work. I've never had any pins walk out. I've never had any of their guns break. I've never had any issues with the guns working in general. Never any failure to fees, never any malfunctions, anything of that nature. They run, plain and simple, they run. So if you guys are in the market and you don't want to get a Glock, you want something with better ergonomics, definitely check out PSA. Awesome guns, awesome ARs too, if you guys want to check them out for that. I know some people were trying to ask me questions about the Viridian. So it's kind of like a SRO knockoff, you know what I'm saying? If you guys look at the body of it, it looks like an SRO, and I'm assuming it was trying to compete with it. Great sight picture. It's big, it's open, easy to pick up the dot. I highly recommend it. If you are looking at something, I think I got it for, I think it was like $220 off Optics Planet. Very great site, very reputable company. You know, they started out with lasers and lights and everything like that. They moved on to their optics. I think they have an enclosed emitter actually coming soon as well. I think it's the RFX 45. I could be wrong about that, so don't quote me. But it's a brand that I recommend to everybody. It's cheap, it's good, and you're not spending buku bucks on an RMR, which is pretty insane for the same dot that's been around for like 10 or 15 years. So great track record though. Can't say nothing about the RMR. But yeah, if you guys have any more questions, please let me know. I would love to show you guys more. Like I said, if you guys ever want any other videos, please put in the comments what you guys would recommend. There's a lot of times where I don't know what to film. I'm really not sure. I love EDC stuff. I love shooting. I love teaching people to shoot. I love my job. So if you guys have any questions about anything, please feel free to ask me in the comments. And that's it. I'm out, guys. Peace.